This is the best FPV drone in 2025. This is the BOB46 from iFlight, and today we are testing this guy out here in Moab. This is a 6S 5-inch freestyle drone, and if you guys have been following my channel, you know that that is my favorite drone to fly. I fly it most out of any other style of FPV drone. So I'm stoked to test this drone out. It has a bunch of really cool features that we will go over in this video. And yeah, let's get set up and get this bird in the air. Now this drone is a collaboration between 2RAW and iFlight. To kick things off, let's talk about the design and the build quality of this drone. This drone was designed so you don't have any propellers in your camera view, which is nice because this drone does have the DJI O4 AirUnet Pro on it, so you could record to that if you wanted to. And if you were recording to that, you don't have to worry about these propellers getting in your camera view. Now, a lot of drones where you don't get propellers in your camera view are dead cat style frame, but as you guys can see here, that is not the case. It has a very long body, so with that long body, you're actually able to fit longer batteries on it as well, so you can extend the flight time with a bigger battery if you really wanted to. Now, the nice part about this drone is it also has GPS, which is kind of unusual to see on a 5-inch drone. Usually you only see this in like 7-inch long-range drones. But it's nice in scenarios like this, because it's like if something were to happen, I could fail safe or anything like that. I'm able to, I started my dive, I got really focused. Let me get through this dive real quick. Yeah, this drone is smooth. Throttle control is easy on it. It's not jerky, which is exactly what you want for cinematic flying. So I was saying this drone has a GPS built into it, which is awesome for stuff like this and stuff that I typically film, because it's like, if I were to lose controller signal, lose goggle signal, or anything like that, you can always do GPS rescue and get the drone back to me. And you don't see that often on 5-inch drones. So it's nice that they added that to it. Plus, if you're flying in like diverse environments, like I've been flying 5 inches in this exact location before and gotten lost because there's just so many rocks and stuff around here that you can be flying from. So you have the arrow that you can add to your OSD and be able to see what direction you came from. So with the GPS, you have GPS rescue. So if you do get in a situation where you lose goggle signal, you can just flip it in GPS rescue and the drone will automatically fly back to you. Or if you lose controller signal, the drone will automatically do it on its own. We'll land the drone now, and then we're gonna try out the second camera mount that's on this drone. Another cool feature with this drone is it does have dual camera mounting options. So right here on the front, you have an action camera mount. I have my GoPro quick release mount on here. And then on the back, you also have another camera mount here on the back, so you can get this backwards facing drone shots. Now, usually if you were to buy any other FPV drone, you want to get a shot like this, you had to put a sticky mount on the back of the drone, but now they actually added it into the drone for you, so you don't have to add anything onto it, and you can just mount it up right there and start flying. So we're gonna test this mount out, and we're gonna do another flight with the camera facing backwards. Just go like this. Kind of come down here. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Now we're gonna level out and fly this way. So now hopefully the tower is straight behind me, and then it kind of like reveals the tower. Kind of the idea behind that shot. So the weight distribution is definitely a little weird with the back mounted GoPro, but it still flies amazing, and honestly it flies better than any other 5-inch drone that I've put a GoPro mounted like this before. So yeah, I'm stoked to see the shot from that. I think it'll look really cool. That's like one of those only shots that you'll get that you won't know what it looks like until you look at it on the GoPro. So Now this drone does also have an optional handle that you can attach here on the bottom. I don't have it on right now, but you just pop off a few of these screws, screw the handle in, and now you have a hand release mount right here on the drone. Which I'm sure you guys have seen the shots that look like a POV as someone like walks up to a cliff face or something like that, where it's someone holding the drone and then all of a sudden the drone takes off out of their hand. That makes it easier to attain shots like that without having to hold the drone and risk nicking a finger on one of the propellers. And between that handle and the two GoPro mounts on here, I think this drone might be the best creator drone out there on the market. This drone also features side panels on the side of the frame here that protects all the electronics. So if you're flying in diverse environments, say you're chasing some people drifting in dirt or something like that, and where you're gonna have a lot of stuff thrown at the drone, you don't have to worry about it getting inside of the frame into the electronics because these side panels are protecting everything. And now despite the drone being a longer frame compared to other 5-inch drones, it is still very compact and it's great for traveling with, which is why I tend to pick 5-inch drones over 7-inch drones and other quads a lot, just because they are very compact and small, and especially this quad is very small, very compact, and it makes it very easy to travel with. All right, now let's talk about flight performance. This drone has a top speed of over 100 miles per hour. I haven't gotten to actually test it out for myself and see how fast I can get this going, but it is claiming on iFlight's website that the top speed is about 108 miles per hour with the motors that this drone has on. And with a 1500 milliamp 6S battery, you're able to see upwards of over 10 minutes of flight time with this 5-inch drone, which is a lot of flight time for a 5-inch. Now I have tested this quad out in some pretty diverse environments. I flew it in 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and I was honestly very impressed with how this drone handled. So today we are using the brand new BOB46. It's gonna be interesting to see how this handles all of the wind, because these conditions are not great for flying FPVs. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts is a lot of wind to be throwing at a drone, and for this thing to still be able to fly was very impressive. With all these features packed into this drone, that's why I consider this drone to be the best FPV drone in 2025. There are no other drones that I've seen on the market that have this much creative capability built into a frame, whereas you have two GoPro mounts, you have the optional handle mounted here off of the bottom, and then also just in the powerful form factor of a 5-inch drone. Those are my favorite drones to fly. 90% of my shots that I film and post are filmed on 5-inch drones just because I love the way these drones fly and the feel of these in the air. And so to have all these features packed into a 5-inch drone is incredible. If you guys are looking for a great 5-inch drone, I highly recommend the BOB46. This drone will not disappoint. It has quickly become my favorite FPV drone. I cannot wait to push the limits more with this quad throughout the year. If you guys are interested in purchasing this drone, I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can even find it there. It is an affiliate link, so if you guys do make a purchase through, I do get a small percentage from that purchase, and that just helps me out, helps me produce more videos like this for you guys. So please, if you guys are gonna make a purchase, please use that link down below. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys liked today's video, please drop a like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.